Today we will discuss quantity of ballast if sounding is zero. Quantity of ballast in a tank if sounding is zero. Normally we think zero sounding means there is zero ballast, but if you see the sounding tables, it gives you on one side the name of the tank, let us say DB1 port, and here it will give you the soundings 0 centimeters, 1 centimeters, 2 centimeters, like that. And here it will give you the quantity of ballast, let's say in meter cube or metric tons, whatever. So you will see, let's say even keel, vessel is on even keel, sounding is zero, and you will get some quantity of ballast as per the sounding tables. For capesize, you might get something like 20 tons or 20 meter cube with zero sounding. So why do we get ballast when sounding is zero? So let's see, even keel, ship has that even keel, and this is one cargo hold and double bottom tank. This is the sounding pipe. Now, in the bottom of the sounding pipe, there is a striker plate. This height of the striker plate is roughly 1 centimeters. So, when so much water is remaining, let's say about 1 centimeter water, and you take sounding, you will get the striker plate starts from here and ends here. So, the sounding rod will strike this part of the striker plate, the upper part, and you will get a zero sounding. So, zero sounding, it is assumed that this much water is there, roughly 1 centimeter height. And with even keel, water will be from forward to aft, and that is measured by the shipyard who makes this sounding tables, and they give you something like 20 meter cube or metric tons for zero sounding. Now, same ship, when it is at, let's say, I'll make it here, sounding table, DB1 port, and let's say 2 meters trim. Now, same ship when it had 2 meters trim and you have zero sounding, 1 centimeter sounding. Now, in this case, even keel, if zero sounding is 20, 1 centimeter sounding will give you roughly 40, because 1 centimeter sounding means water is still here. Another 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter. So, it will be equivalent of 2 centimeters. So, you might get something like 40 with 1 centimeter sounding. Now, let's say with 2 meter trim, what happens? With 2 meter trim, the same vessel, now it has got a trim. Let's take the same tank again, double bottom, sounding pipe, and striker plate. Now, when you have a trim 2 or 3 meters, the water is only, and you get a zero sounding, the water will be somewhere like this, only in the aft part of the ship. This will be parallel to the water line. So, as you can see earlier, the water was even, ship was even keel, and water was from forward part of the ship to aft. So, this large quantity of water was representing 20 meter cube. Now, this water quantity is very small. With zero sounding, 2 meters trim, you might get something like 5 meter cube instead of 20. And with 1 centimeter, you might get roughly 10. And here in even keel, you are getting 40. Now, when your ship is loading cargo and you are deballasting and later you are stripping, so once stripping is getting complete, the vessel will be roughly at 2 or 3 meters trim, and you will be getting zero sounding or 1 centimeter sounding. And Then stripping is completed and vessel is still at this trim. So that time, if you make a table indicating the name of the tanks, all the ballast tanks, 1 dB, 2 dB, and from here, whatever sounding you get 1 centimeter or 2, you can ascertain the quantity from the sounding table with the 2-meter trim or 3-meter trim, and this quantity you can write here, quantity 10, 5, 10, and if you total it, you might get for a cape size bulk carrier something like 100 tons. So this is the actual ballast you have once the stripping is completed. But the same vessel, when it's on even keel with 0 centimeters, and you make a table like this, tank quantity, so 1 dB might be 20, 0 sounding, 2 dB, let's say 0 sounding 20, and you might get a total of 300 for cape size bulk carrier. So when you have the loading is completed and vessel normally comes to even keel, and you prepare this type of table, you might get a sounding of 300. But if you prepare this type of table when you completed the stripping with 2 meters trim, you might get the actual ballast. So actually you are having 100. So this is the table you should present to the draft surveyor when the loading is completed. And normally he agrees because he knows that when you did stripping, your vessel had a trim. And this is the actual ballast number. The problem most chief officers are doing with zero ballast, even keel, they calculate like this, they get 300. So the problem here is there's only one problem. When you calculate quantity of cargo on board, that is, as per this, you get 200 tons less compared to this. This is 300, this is 100. So 200 less cargo you get. If your actual cargo is 1000, which you have loaded, and you present this, it will be cargo which will be calculated will be 1000 minus 200, so 800 tons. So actual cargo is 1000, but on paper you are showing 800. So there's only one problem in this. The owner, if it is a voyage charter, he gets freight on each metric ton of cargo loaded. So on paper, if you show 800, he will get freight depending on 800 metric tons. But if you show this table, and then on paper and actual cargo also is 1000, on paper also is 1000 tons, he will get freight as per this, so he will get more freight, so he will get more money. If it is time charter, the charterer will get more freight, more money. So that is the problem. Now here another problem, if you show this type of table, vessel has sailed out 1000 tons of cargo, freight has already been given to the ship owner or charter. Now ship goes to discharge port. When she goes to discharge port, she is again normally even keel. Soundings are 0. That draft surveyor, he might use this table because he says the sounding is 0, vessel is even keel, so you have 300 tons. But actually the ship has got 100. So then you have to show him this table which you had prepared when you had finished stripping. You can write the date when you completed stripping and time and trim. And normally he agrees. If he does not agree, you issue him a note of protest. So this is the procedure for calculating quantity of ballast with zero sounding.